call a special meeting to order the Joshua City Council 101, Joshua, Texas. This is an open meeting subject to the open meeting laws of the state of Texas. We are conducting this meeting through Zoom. If you want, you can go to the city's website and get the Zoom address. You can send in any message you might want if you'd like to ask the council a question. We do have a quorum present. We do have public forum, but at the present time, we don't have anybody that's wanting to speak under public forum. So we'll move right on to the regular agenda. I'm going to open up a public hearing at 6:30 for a request for a zoning change on a 5.99 acre tract of land located in the G. Castellan Survey, Abstract 173, generally located on the west side of State Highway 174 and east of Wagon Wheel, approximately 820 feet north of FM 904, locally known as 1524 South Broadway, from C2 commercial and I industrial to PD planned development district to allow for a multi-purpose event center. The property is located within the Joshua Station overlay. Aaron, would you like to give staff?
Yes. Mayor and council, the property at 24 South Broadway is totals 5.99 acres. It's a dual zone with the front portion, which is adjacent to Broadway. It's zoned as the commercial C2. The rear portion of the property is zoned as the industrial. Currently, there's a structure on there that was or used to be a church. The main purpose of the planned development district is to allow for a multi-purpose event center. Recently, the property owner has been remodeling, and he plans to add 2 orchid shears, additional parking, and a covered or a courtyard area. Also, he's going to be adding some landscaping, which is shown as one of the exhibits, L1 of the ordinance. The applicant is also in the process of platting the property. There is an existing drive approach to the property that will remain. Water is provided by JSUD, and they will have an on-site sewage facility. There's a 30-foot drainage easement that serves as a collection point for the area. The drainage plan submitted has been approved by the city engineer. This development is in conformance with the city's comprehensive plan. And on July 20th, the Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously approved the plan development and has made a recommendation to the council for approval. And at this time, the city staff would also recommend approval.
Yeah, thank you. Keith Miller, as owner, would you like to say anything? I think you're muted, Keith. Still not hearing you. Is he muted on our end? Or
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right. I just appreciate the opportunity y'all doing a special call meeting to look at this, so maybe we can possibly move on with the project as well.
Is there anybody that's wanting to speak in favor of this? Anybody wanting to speak against? If not, we're going to close the public hearing at 6:34. Next item will be to discuss, consider, and take action on an ordinance amending the official zoning map of the city of Joshua by changing the zoning on the property located at 1524 South Broadway from commercial C2 and industrial I to planned development district to allow for a multi-purpose event center. This property is located in the Joshua Station overlay district. Anybody have any questions or discussion?
I got a question, Aaron. You had mentioned that they're looking at replatting the acreage.
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any idea what they're going to be replatting
No.
out of it? I mean, they just taking half and half, or
It's actually going to be a minor plat, and it's of the whole entire property.
okay, so this within that plat.
Yes.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions? Make a motion to approve.
Mr. Mayor, I don't know if it's my system or if it's coming out of the city, but about 95% of what's being said is cutting out.
I'm having the same problem, Scott.
Okay.
Anybody else having that problem besides us? Your connection's horrible.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of reverb.
It is a little hard to hear.
If your own line is to mute your system until such time you want to talk, and that way it'll mute everybody, you won't pick up any other sounds, and see if that helps. Rick?
It's cut up and all.
But, did you have any questions? So we got a motion by Robert, looking for a second. I'll second. They got seconded by Mike Kidd. Is there any further discussion? Motion carried. Okay. Motion carried 7-0. All right, Keith, you're good to go. Just got to get that minor plat turned in, and then you should be in business. All right, I'm going to open up another public hearing at 6:37 for a request for a zoning change of 2 tracks.
We appreciate it, and I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I appreciate it, and we should have the minor plat taken care of today or tomorrow.
Very good. Thank you, Keith.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Next, we're having the public hearing on the request for zoning change on 2 tracts of land, approximately 7.5 acres combined, located in the Wagon Wheel Estates, Lot 6A and Lot 7, Abstract 173, located on the west side of State Highway 174, approximately 732 feet west of Wagon Wheel Road and north of County Road 904, locally known as 312 and 316 County Road 904. From agricultural A to industrial I, to allow for light fabrication and assembly of processed materials. Aaron.
This property is 2 tracts of land, 7.5 acres. This property was annexed in December of 2016 with the zoning of the agricultural district. The property has a building that was once used as a decorative metal fabrication facility. The new property owner plans to use the building in a similar use of light fabrication and assembly of processed materials. A plot plan was required because they have proposed a 30,000 gallon propane tank, and it meets the international fire code distance of 50 feet from the building. A building permit will also be required for the placement of the propane tank on a concrete slab. The proposed rezoning request complies with the future land use plan as industrial. The only cost associated with the zoning change request is the application expense and mailing of public hearing notices to property owners within 200 feet as required by law.
Okay, hold on just a second. We lost our connection.
We lost connection.
Better see if we can get us restarted.
Do they have neighbors now?
Yes.
Okay, we need to hold everything to get everybody back on.
It's not responding.
Yeah.
We must have really bad internet connections right in here.
Connecting through Wi-Fi or
Do the internet in here to Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi? I don't suppose we got a hard line. we can hook up to.
No, sir. Oh, there we go. Says it's unstable.
Those moments you wait for.
Yes, sir. There we go.
All right, we're gonna do our best to get through this. We didn't discuss anything while we had dropped you guys, so I will let Aaron continue his speech. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay, I guess I dropped off with the only cost associated with the change request is the publication expense and mailing of public hearing notices to property owners within 200 feet as required by law. And in this case, there was 15 notices sent out. Back on July 20th, the Planning and Zoning Board Commission or Planning and Zoning Commission approved the zoning change and has recommended approval to the council. And at this time, city staff also recommends approval.
Is there anybody representing the owner tonight that would like to speak? All right, can you make sure that gentleman is online?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay, good.
Can everybody hear me?
Go right ahead.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. And yes, we're trying to do our, I apologize that it's kind of going in and out. But yes, represent 316 and 312 904. And we're looking to do light fabrication on the facility. Looking to provide more city jobs that we can and kind of help out the community.
All right, thank you. Is there anybody that wants to speak for this? Anybody want to speak against? Then we'll adjourn the public hearing at 6:42. Next, we'll discuss, consider, and take action on an ordinance amending the official zoning map of the city of Joshua by changing the zoning of the property located at 312 and 316 County Road 904, consisting of approximately 7.5 acres of land, further described as Lot 6A and Lot 7 in the city of Joshua, from agriculture to industrial, to allow for light fabrication and assembly of processed materials. One question I had for you, sir, was what type of light fabrication are you going to be doing? I don't know. Are you unmuted?
Yeah, I'm unmuted. It kind of went out. If the question is, what are we doing? We'll be doing essentially light fabrication, bringing in materials, finishing, putting them together, and also processing different aggregates.
What sort of light fabrication? I mean, what types of things would you be putting together?
Mayor, it's like different cyclones. We would buy the material where it's already cut, processed to the point where it's a final fit up and a little bit of weld out.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any questions? Any discussion? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
Can we close the public hearing?
Yeah. Going once, twice.
I'll make a motion we approve.
Got a motion by Jerry Moore, second. Second by Mike Kidd. Is there any further discussion? And all those in favor of the motion, raise your hand. Scott, Rick, you guys raising your hands? All right, motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well.
7-0. The gentlemen, you're ready for what? Do they have another step they need to do, or is this all that they need?
Just a building permit.
Okay, y'all just need to file for a building permit, and you'll be ready to go. At this point in time, does anybody have any requests for future agenda items? No, we'll adjourn the meeting at 6:41.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you.